Welcome back to Marketing for Your Future on BluHorn TV. I'm your host, Mike White, and on Marketing for Your Future, we're going north to south, east to west, trying to find the top talents in creative, digital, marketing, and media services. Join us today from Las Vegas, Nevada. We have Marlon Medina with Golden Medina Services. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Mike. It's a pleasure to be here. Viva Las Vegas.
As Golden Media Services, you're in the media business, but it's Golden Medina Services. Tell me a little bit about what you do for your customers and how you help them grow.
Yeah, being in the Las Vegas area, we have such an opportunity to get so much transit visitors and transit businesses that try to make an impact in Las Vegas. So the reason why we're here and how we help businesses is by this. Very simply, we help expand their reach more than their current efforts. A lot of businesses are already with their hands full, and frankly, a lot of them are struggling to make ends meet as they were 2 or 3 years ago with this current pandemic. And so, what we help them do is we help them maximize their marketing strategy. We help offload a little bit of that marketing stress that they're currently facing, and we let our experts take care of it for them.
So, why should a company outsource their marketing as opposed to just having someone do it in house for them?
I think that's a great question, Mike. One of the key reasons is because you're going to have much more full range of experts around your corner. And I think when you're trying to tackle such big problems, such as how do I maintain profitability, or how do I effectively choose between different campaigns, whether it be launching a Facebook campaign or a Google campaign. When you're working with an agency, you have much more brains on the field, and you don't have to run into creators or writer's block that unfortunately some freelancers run into. When you have an agency, it's a much more full impact, and you can really look at things in a strategic standpoint rather than saying, hey, I have to manage this employee, I have to make sure they're really on it. When you're working with an agency like us, it's like, wow, these guys come prepared with statistics here and plans here. I really have to execute as a business owner. This is some really key advice that they're giving.
What are some KPIs or key performance indicators that businesses use to really benchmark the services you're offering for them?
I'm glad you asked that, Mike. Our KPIs are really based specifically into what some of their business goals are. For example, if I am someone that is a brick and mortar business and I have a lot of foot traffic, and what my goal is to make sure that foot traffic turns into sales, one of the main KPIs that we're going to be looking at is conversion rate. And so the way that we're able to kind of match those conversion rates is we tie in what they use as their sales process. A lot of times they'll call it their payment portal. There's a lot of different terminology for it, but essentially, what opens their books? We tie into that and try to connect it to who is visiting them online and seeing, is there a match between these two audiences? Is there a discrepancy? Because a lot of times when you look at the KPIs and there's a discrepancy between customers and visitors, that's a lot of money that could be potentially missing on the table. And we want to make sure we grab as much of that money as possible.
So, the scenario when you sit down with the customer, you're identifying their goals, their budgets, their expectations. How often do you hear, well, I don't have a marketing budget?
More often than I'd like to admit, and it happens, but that's okay, because a lot of times the reason why someone is inclined to say I don't have a marketing budget isn't because they truly are out of budget and they don't have the funds. It's more so that they have never attempted to do a full-fledged marketing campaign, and so they don't know what the expectations are. And so it's our duty as the marketing agency to really break down, here are the following costs that you may incur, while using outsourced marketing. And then here is the potential return that you can have once you really start implementing a budget. We like to give a lot of different choices and scenarios. Me personally, I'm the worst case scenario. So when I'm walking through someone with their budget, I'm saying, hey, if you at least implement this amount for your budget, you're going to see X amount of return. And so it's a very simple process the way we walk through a budget with people.
Are there any softwares that you utilize in your business for digital, social, or anything that helps you save time, talent, and treasure for your customers?
Absolutely. I'm really grateful for open APIs. This is kind of the little nerdy side of me coming out, because if it weren't for such open access to mainstream social media platforms like Facebook and Google, and being able to download that information, then we wouldn't be able to translate it into something that's really valuable for our clients. And that's really what we pride ourselves in, is the ability to create custom dashboards that would otherwise have, let's say, a data person spending hours and hours a day trying to provide a nice, useful dashboard for our clients. Whereas we like to do things in a more automated fashion, this makes it so much easier for the client, because when they're curious about what their ROI looks like, they'll have a real time dashboard where they can measure their results.
Marlon, if you'd finish the sentence for me, in 5 years, Golden Medina Services will blank.
In 5 years, Golden Medina Services will face unexpected growth like never before. And I think this is going to be attributed to our amazing team. I'm really grateful for them and their dedication. I learned a lot of them just as they learned from me. And I think as we continue to be a tight knit boutique team and continue to serve our customers with our very best, there's going to be nothing but growth.
Well, I appreciate you joining us on the program today. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your schedule, and we look forward to your coming to Jacksonville in a few weeks. We look forward to the opportunity to actually grip and grin with you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mike. It's been a pleasure.
To find out more about Golden Medina Services, visit us at BluHorn.com. We'll see you next time on BluHorn TV.